Good morning, everyone. We'll start this podcast in another 30 to 40 seconds. Once again, a very good morning. I think we are good to go now. Welcome to Prebel with William O'Neill India. The date is September 13th, Tuesday. My name is Rajasekhar Kongari, Equity Research Analyst. Before we go ahead, disclaimer for this podcast is that whatever stocks we discuss are intended only for educational purpose. We try to educate our calculation methodology here. Uh, these stocks should not be taken as an investment advice for buy or sell. Okay, as you can see, this is a Nifty's daily chart. In the last three sessions, Nifty has found good buying. However, the volume was on the lower side, which is a slight pullback, which is we would like the volume also to be on the higher side when the index is trending higher. You can see Nifty is clearly trading above its key moving averages, 21 being the nearest moving average. It is trading above its 50, 100, 200 EMAs as well. Coming to the market status, we are in confirmed uptrend. That is, we have changed the market status to confirmed uptrend in somewhere in July. Since then, we had two distribution days addition. Distribution day is when Nifty advances declines 0.2% or more on volume higher than the previous session. Distribution days help us to track the weakness in the market. Here we are tracking both the price action and the volume action. So if the volume is on the higher side when the Nifty is going lower, that indicates high amount of selling pressure. That is the reason we consider that as a distribution day. Any accumulation of distribution days will give us a view that there is a accumulation of weakness in the market. That is, weakness is increasing. So that is the reason once the distribution day count increases to around 4 to 5, we change the market status to uptrend under pressure. That is when we our additions or aggressive nature will come down slightly. We will be adding only stocks which are giving a strong breakouts and ratings are very good. However, in a confirmed uptrend, our aggressive nature will be higher. Our exposure towards the market will be higher because most of the breakouts will be successful in a confirmed uptrend. That is the reason we'll be adding more and more stocks in confirmed uptrend. Number of stocks in the portfolio will also be highest in confirmed uptrend. When the market changes to uptrend under pressure, we'll be looking for profit booking in model portfolio stocks because most of them will be underperforming or moving sideways because overall market is also moving downwards or moving sideways. So it's better to book profits rather than waiting and losing your profits. Currently, we are very much bullish on the market because even though the global scenario is not looking good, inflation has been a very bad thing which is happening globally. Yeah, geopolitical tensions and lots of other macroeconomic aspects are going on. However, India is being resilient when compared to global markets. We are at just 40 to 50 points lower 18,000 level. We might see a opening above 80,000 level today. So overall, we are very bullish, and also on the distribution day count, we count is just one, indicating a very less weakness. So again, that is another reason to be bullish on Indian market. So we'll be adding stocks to our model portfolio, and if any of the model portfolio stock is not performing well or moving sideways, we'll be trying to book profits in those particular stocks. Also, Sensex yesterday has closed above 60,000 level, which is a very high psychological level. Also today, Nifty, if it closes above 80,000 level, it will be a very good fresh sign of rallies might happen. Coming to the major news overnight or today morning, Navi Technologies, which is a fintech company which gives loans mostly on app-based loans, which is founded by Flipkart co-founder Sachin Bansal, has approached SEBI for IPO, and SEBI has given a approval also to raise up to 3,350 crores through fresh issue. Here we don't have any offer for sale, so all the IPO will be a fresh issue, and the company is hoping to raise nearly 3,300 crores, which will be used for their capital expenditure plans to expand the business going forward. India's inflation, that is CPI, has again came in at 7% after a 5-month low of 6.7% in July. Again, this is a sign of concern again. In July, we were on the hope that inflation will come down to 6 and 4 to 6 territory, which is RBI's mandate. However, again in August, inflation has increased to 7%, which is not a good sign. So RBI will most likely to increase the repo rates in its coming meeting as well, around 50 bps, which is a market expectation at this moment. India's IIP, that is Index of Industrial Production, has again come down to 2.4%. The growth has come down to 2.4% when compared to 12.7% in June. This is also a negative sign macroeconomically. This 2.4% growth is a lowest figure in the last 4 months, again, which indicates a decline in the overall industrial production, which is a very key aspect in our economy. We would like that number to come above estimates, which was around 7%. However, it came 2.4%. So markets might react slightly negative. Both IIP and CPI has come negative to the market. Gujarat Apollo Industries has entered into joint venture with Belgium-based PFH BV, which is a company which is majored in businesses of agriculture and farming machineries. So Gujarat Apollo is planning to enter in this segment. So this stock will be under radar today. Vedanta, which is a conglomerate, has chosen Gujarat to set up a joint venture with Taiwan's Foxconn, which is a major manufacturer of semiconductors. The company is planning to spend around $20 billion of capex in Gujarat. So currently, these semiconductors are mostly manufactured in Taiwan. So India is planning to capture that market, which is a ever-growing market, because most of the electronic devices uses these semiconductor chips. And recently, we have seen semiconductor chips shortage in automobile sector as well. So once we are domestically manufacturing those chips, then these negative aspects like shortage of chips will not factor into our market. So currently, semiconductor business is around 15 billion of dollars in India. We are expecting that to grow to around $65 billion in by 2026. So there is lots of scope in this particular area. So Vedanta is planning to capture that market by forming a joint venture with major Foxconn, which is a leading company in this space. Yesterday, FIIs have again bought more than 2,000 crores of Indian equities. For the last 3 to 4 sessions, they have been net buyers. In August as well, they have bought nearly more than 22,000 crores of equities. This is a very good sign. FIIs taking fresh positions is very good sign for Indian markets. On the other side, domestic investors who have been giving good support in the last 5 to 6 months have been selling. It is very minor selling when compared to the buying which FIIs have done. US markets have closed in the positive territory. You can see Dow has closed 0.7% higher. S&P and Nasdaq have closed more than 1% higher. One of the major reason is that inflation expectation has come down for August because gasoline prices have come down. Crude oil prices have also come down. So we are expecting a lower inflation in US for the month of August. If the inflation comes down, then the pressure for US Fed to increase the interest rates will also come down. So that is a positive sign for the economy. That is the reason US markets have reacted very good, positively. Yeah, Asia markets are also trading on the positive front. You can see Shanghai and Nikkei are trading 0.2 to 0.3% higher. Kospi, on the other side, it is trading more than 2% higher. This is mostly because Kospi has been closed for the last two sessions because of a domestic festival. So they are taking good positions at this moment. By going with the SGX Nifty, we might see a Nifty opening around 18,000 level. You can see around 100 to 120 points higher opening is expected. Overall, global markets, US market have closed on the higher side. Asian markets are also trading on the positive territory. So it is better. It is good to believe that the Indian market will also open on the higher side. And if the opening gains are sustained, it is a very good sign for Indian markets. If the Nifty closes above 18,000 level in the today's session, then we might see a Nifty hitting all-time high in this in this month or in the upcoming month, because festive season is also coming up, Dasara and Diwali. So FMCG's companies will also have good sales, and overall spending in the consumer space will also increase, which is a very good sign for the Indian economy. For the chart of the day, we picked Vinati Organics, which is a major leader in some of the niche chemicals. Globally, it is a major leader in some of the niche, very niche chemicals, so which has a good profit margin as well. Overall, fundamentally, it is a very strong company. You can see EPS rating of 91 indicates the same. For the last 4 to 5 quarters, you can see EPS has been growing in the higher double digits, and sales have also been nearly higher double digit to nearly 70-60% growth, which is a very good sign. Only concern is the RS is slightly lower. It is at 63. However, after breaking out, we might see a good action in the stock. So that might help the RS to also take it above 70 to 75. Accumulation distribution rating has been 88, which is a very good sign that whenever stock closes on the higher side, you can see blue bars have been the tallest. Red bars have been stayed below average. That is a very good sign, and that is the reason A by D rating is at A, which is a top class rating. So overall ratings wise and growth story wise, stock is very much placed very good. We are also keeping this stock under our radar, and with the stock rates in its ideal by range today, we might see adding this stock to our model portfolio as well. Yesterday's action is not so good. You can see after making a new high, stock closed in the lower half, which is a bad sign. We would want the stock to trade higher, and the volumes also should be on the higher end. Thanks for joining today's pre-bill. Have a good trading session.